We're not recording yet, but I just show that so you see what the camera is currently capturing. If you don't want to be on camera, that is avoid those numbers. That's what the camera's currently doing. Just go over to the left and you can use this one like this. Hey, if you're just getting here, the bathrooms are out the door to your left. You can use the women's or the men's. We're the only ones here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be shy. If you want water, there's waters in the cooler up front. Ralph's getting ready to start shortly. We're getting the technology all done.
Oh yeah, she's good too. She's a good player.
She really is. I gave Coach Chip. He's the varsity guy. The Frosh coach from last year. He's now varsity.
Head coach? Not head, right?
Yeah, you said his name. I know.
Scott? Scott used to be head varsity.
Right, not anymore.
He's not?
No.
Really?
Yes. His Frosh coach. Help me out.
Sorry, a couple years ago.
Skinny guy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Yeah, like Brad or
okay.
Chad or something. But yeah, he goes stepped up to the big games. Hell no,
So Scott isn't varsity anymore?
I don't believe so because this guy told me he was taking over.
Oh, okay.
So we gave shit and said, dude,
So he's got you all.
I know there's the metrics. Nobody uses metrics. Towards the end of the game, it's like, so what do you guys think? So why do you make the girl fight? You never let her swim away. The only time you let her swim away, 2 games ago there, she got a base hit. So why would you you know what? I do. I do find it. Don't.
So,
The guy with the Durban over there? Oh, hey. You know? No, she was man. Did a couple. They were
I'll do housekeeping one more time. Restrooms are through those doors. You can use men's or women. If you want Wi-Fi, this password will work for you. Big Brothers, the network. EOC, what is that? Colon? Semicolon 1 2 3 4 5.
period.
And as long as you did not park in a space with a sign that says reserved at all times, you should be fine.
Should be.
Should be.
But you'll sign off and take it.
That's not me. I'm a school teacher. Tommy is who arranged for the room.
In the lockdown, it's fine, right?
Yeah, you have this lot, you have all the business lot, you have plenty of parking. And if you want water, water's in the coolers or on the counter. Help yourself. Money Poncho closes at about 8:30 or 9, right across the lot. That's beer, margaritas.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
So then stop us.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get started. Alex, our,
Can we stay in the parking lot as we go to Money Poncho?
Ready? All right, everybody, let's get this thing rolling. First, let's thank our host, the arrangements, Tommy Miller.
I was at Cam High and Jeff said we were struggling to get a room. I said, I have a room, I just don't know if it's big enough. So hopefully we don't get too cozy or it doesn't get too warm. about 73 chairs out, so
Yeah,
if you want
we're-
water, it's up here, and the bathrooms are out to the left. Okay. And don't be scared to be at the police station. It's all right. It's the community room. We really have a police station. No records checked.
Yeah, there was no official.
Notice he sat right by the door.
Nobody here,
Right by the
there's
door.
no cameras outside, or anything else. So, again, welcome to the kickoff. Why did we start early? Everything's been starting much earlier. So, our study guides, everything will be available within the coming weeks, and we'll get it up. And, we actually, the typical January kickoff meeting for CDUA and all the units with CIF is actually this Sunday. And that's normally the first week in January. So we want to get people together. Jeff and I talked, and I figured let's just add an early one. If we don't get full attendance, not a big deal. They'll have December, and it's better to see some people and not just see them on Zoom and sitting back, laying in their bed with their pillows and feet up in the air. So, again, everybody.
In the mute button.
Yeah, just go to my next slide. So, again, welcome to another new year. And, hey, anybody that's new, please stand up for us.
Yeah, new people.
New people, please stand up.
Welcome.
Stay standing for me, and
The entire meeting,
we'll
don't
start this way, and just name and just a quick overview of who you are, and that's it.
Ryan Mitchell, I've been mostly doing Little League at DPLL, and some do Triple SA, and thought I'd start doing high school too.
What's your name?
Ryan, R-Y-A-N.
Mitchell. Thanks, I need help with Ryan. That's
Everybody calls me Ryan.
All right.
My name is Michael Lynch. I've been umpiring for about 4 years now. I started in Newbury Park doing pony, and I did all the way from about Pinso to pony there. And now I just, at the beginning of last year, I got into USSSA umpiring, and I've been doing that mostly.
Nice, perfect.
Hello, my name's Joaquin. I'm a student at UCSB, originally from Oakland, and I've been doing baseball umpiring for like almost 10 years back in the Bay Area. Not too much down here, so this is kind of my jumping off point.
And what's your name again?
Joaquin.
You don't have to spell it, I got
Yeah,
that.
so for the new guys, Joe's the assigner, so
Yeah.
you really want to
Just trying to get
suck
the
up
name
to
in
Joe.
the face. You better like the dog.
Okay.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Chris Morton, from Westlake area, been umpiring for about 5 years, I think. For mostly USSSA, Manny, and started at Agora Pony. I coached over there. My boys aged out, so transitioned over to umpiring.
All right.
Yeah.
Over the side of Rochester.
All right.
My name is Freddie Pina. I've been looking like over 10 years. USSA and Red Hall. When I tried to do high school, so that's why I'm here.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
In Oxnard.
All right. You liar. Where you live?
Al Rio.
All right, everybody. Okay, all the new guys.
We got one more.
Welcome. Oh, we got somebody hiding back there.
I'm behind the. No, you just can't see that far. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name's Jerry Simenthal. I've been umpiring on and off for 20 years. Done Channel Coast, took some time off.
Yeah, you're not new, Jerry. Get out of here.
He's been here for 10 years.
He's new again.
Where you from? El Rio.
El Rio.
Well,
He took a hiatus.
everybody, welcome. I want to take right now introduce you to. We made a little change after all the years. We want to thank David Harrison. He was working with the new umpires. David's just way overcommitted, and we wanted to be able to try to give you guys a whole lot more. So with that, John Cleary. John can stand up and spend a few words.
What's up, guys?
Along with stand up, introduce yourself, and you're gonna be helping John with the new people.
Yeah. Tommy on? Hey, guys. And, where's, Robert? Robert's not here?
Robert's not here,
Okay.
and Tom's not here.
Tom's not here.
Okay. All right, John will be your main focus on your training and a lot of, any questions and answers. It'll be a combination of the new and the probationary. We kind of laxed the last couple of years on the probationary. I didn't want to go and drag the approved into it too, but we'll have the probationary also attend and pick up where we may have dropped the ball over the last 2 years. So with that, we rely on John.
Right on. I'll send you guys, all you new guys and the probationary guys, an email with my contact information, and we'll start feeding you guys some material. We'll probably have a breakout session or two, as time goes on, when we're having our regular meetings. There's also a couple of dedicated new and probationary meetings, so you'll probably have a ton of questions to start off, so feel free to hit me up. Be happy to help you guys along the way, get you up to speed. The mentorship, yeah. So, we gonna do something a little different this year. We're actually going to assign each of our guys, our new and probationary guys, with a mentor, so that you guys will have, one guy you can contact, and he'll be your guy, and, help you out with all questions and situations, things that happen, that, that'll be really helpful.
Okay, good. All right, and what I also wanted to do is, last season, we had 4 of our umpires worked CIF finals. So I wanted to, congratulate them and make everybody aware who it was. So Mike Brandstetter worked the Division III final. Kevin Koenig. Robert Seabury, who's not here, he worked the Division VII third base. And Gabe Vargas worked the Division I third base. So it was an honor that we had 4 that worked finals this year. All right, just a couple.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it's a great experience. It's something everybody should strive to do. It's fun to umpire in front of 2,000 people, and that's all there is.
Where was it?
Mine was at Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton. I think yours was at Long Beach, right?
I had the game.
Or no, you had the game
I
before
talked to
me.
you after my game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Months ago.
There was like 400 people at the game.
Yeah, times 5, right?
Yeah. Well, 2,000 seats, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. No,
There was
in crowds.
10,000 people there.
Yeah. You did have a gnarly game though. You just walked off. It was fun. It's a great experience. Definitely something, younger umpires and guys coming up should strive for. Anybody wants any information on how to get there, come talk to us. We'll share what our experience and how we did it.
Alright, so hey, just a couple of words on summer, fall, and winter ball, being that we're currently in it, and I did have to put something out a couple of times. So for the winter and the fall and stuff, as Channel Coast Association, we support our schools, but we're not the ones that are providing basically the umpires. Umpires are independent contractors, and specifically during winter, fall, and summer. So the members are encouraged to work the games for the schools. It's great, great experience. And if any of us that are putting them out, if you can work up a little bit, so if you're typically working, let's just say, in, like the Coastal League, and you want to try to work, up, see a little bit better pitching, just work it out with the guy that's assigning the games. And, in the winter and stuff, a couple of us handle each of the individual schools. You've probably got, not the new guys, more emails that you want to even think about from Paul Cohen, but there are some good games that are available, you know, in the valley. So have at it. All we ask is people do know that you're in Ventura County and you're one of the high school umpires, even though you're not wearing a hat or anything else. Please work hard and specifically officiate all aspects of the game, okay? Do not accept any bad behavior, and if there is, use your tools. Acknowledge if they're yelling and chirping at you on strike zone. Acknowledge, hey, I hear you, enough. Move to a warning, and if necessary, we typically did not do this in winter and stuff, and we let stuff happen. Tell the coach, get the kid out of there. And if it's the coach, tell the coach to get out of there. Or, if you've already gotten paid, leave.
Make sure you get paid at the plate meeting.
Take the money and run. Don't do our prior assigner, was a gentleman named Al Blyberg, passed away a few years ago. His son was a Channel Coast guy, also worked D1 college, minor league baseball, and he took some crap over winter at Westlake High School when he was a Division I college umpire, and he just took the money, all cash. They threw it up at home plate and told him to F off, and he walked out. Weeks. Because they were just riding him beyond belief, and he had enough. So to him, it was worth, back then it was probably $10 an inning, not 17. Next year we'll pump it, we'll get them and tell them they gotta pay us $20 an inning for winter and stuff like that. Okay, the only other comment is, do not wear CIF hats in the winter and stuff like that, just for league play, okay? And then the other thing is, social media. Just watch what you're doing on social media. The schools can find it if they're looking for something, so be careful what you post. And do not, once the season started, post anything about where you're working, anything that happened at the game, anything about any of the coaches, any incidents whatsoever. Just avoid it. Don't even put in the school you're at or anything else, okay? And there is a social media policy and procedure. I'll put a link out to where you can go and read it if you want to read the whole thing. It's about a page and a half. Okay, any questions though, feel free, you can call in. Okay, so it's not in effect for this year, but I want to let everybody know, we originally thought that we were going to start the process. Hey guys, I don't have a whole lot.
We're not interrupting back there, are we?
The CIF at the state level, pressure coming out of the state of California is going to background checks, okay? Not instituted from the Southern Section, instituted from Sacramento. So they're basically running in conjunction with Arbiter to be the reporting agency on it. The program will also include your liability insurance, which is very similar to the current NFHS insurance. There's some shortfalls and there's some glitches in what they're currently doing. So this, it's going to happen. It's going to happen at the end of the current season, and you'll have to be on it for next year. I've also heard that I believe anybody that's carrying NASO insurance, NASO is getting out of the insurance business, so you'll be looking to just use this insurance. So just to let everybody know what's going on with it. Pricing is similar. You get a background check, your insurance for under $40 for the season. Okay. I think Jeff's gonna go through all of this, but rule changes just pass through it, guys. Okay, most important thing. This is pay structure for the 25-26 season. So 2 umpire varsity is $111. A real key, those of you who want potentially if you have any one-man umpire varsity games, maybe in Ohio or somewhere like that, Joe, It's $167 for a one-man varsity game, plus whatever the travel is off the Matrix. Okay, so then, not relevant to us, a two-man Frosh JV, which we don't have any. A one-man Frosh JV game for everybody is $99, and if you have to travel, whatever the travel is on the Matrix. Okay, but we did manage to get a big raise, to almost $100. Couldn't get one more buck out of them, but they went to $99. Gee, uh-oh. Now, I still don't want to go through the last slide. Okay, so they also took playoffs up to $117, and then the finals at $122. So, I think that was all. I had something else. I know I'll think about it as the meeting goes on. Oh yeah. The application didn't want to cooperate. Uniforms. Let's talk about shirts. So, our standard jersey is black with the gray panel. Secondary to that, you can wear the light blue with the black panel. You are able to wear, providing it's both of you or if it's a single umpire game, the current MLB shirts. The black with the blue placard or the blue with the black placard. The old black with the just little pinstripes around the sleeves is forbidden. Okay.
What about the black with the pipe?
The black with the pipe
Yeah.
is also, you're able to wear those along with the blue with the black pipe, probably for this year only. And for everybody else in the room, you'll be happy to hear, no more patches. No more patches. What?
Not even in playoffs.
Not even in playoffs. Okay, so the patches are history. Take them off, burn them. In fact, some of the black with the white piping shirts are probably old enough now to just get rid of them. Okay, they probably look as bad as the shirt that was on the umpire on YouTube that at the fight with the coach, fisticuffs. Okay, so and then hats. If you can't find a sporting goods place online that has the CIF hat, we'll get that out. Joe said he has somebody, but we, thanks to Mark Hetland, we have the CIF logo here at a place. Coastal Embroidery.
Post office. Where's Billy Kramer? Where's Billy?
Billy overcharges and you don't get your hat until halfway through the season.
Yeah, and you'll get charged twice as much.
I mean, you can go to Billy, I don't care. You can go to Billy if you want, but here you can bring your black hat, buy your own black hat where you buy your black hats. Bring them to Coastal Embroidery, and they'll put your CIF logos on.
Fitted hats.
Fitted hats. Okay.
And to get your order in at Coastal Embroidery, I would say by December at least. Because they bog down during the holidays, they take time off too, and it takes a while to get the hats done, so.
Mark should know he's got about 35 of them.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and then from
Or
a
the
pants,
fluffy.
from a pants standpoint, charcoal. Okay. No heather. No, I was gray at one time and now I'm pink. Okay, so, and that's not
Let
directed
everybody
at,
know, if they get
that's not directed at the new guys.
If they get Jerry Davis,
The Jerry Davis.
when they fade, they never go pink, so he don't have to worry about that.
They don't go pink.
Yeah, they kind of fade, but they don't go pink like those.
Yeah, and the dye lot between the Jerry Davis pants and the Smitty polyester stripe are almost identical. They've got the dye lots perfect, so you will match if you working with Brian, and you got Smitty Pants, they'll match. Okay? So, with that, Mr. Bentz, next. Where is he?
JD.
Hey.
Yeah.
If you have anything, you have the floor, you can stand up where you're at. To the new people,
Stand up,
Mr.
John.
John Bentz. How long have you been with Channel Coast, John?
Hurry up, his days are getting tired.
Since '89.
Since 1980, you're 89 years old too?
Since he was 89. I don't know everybody by face because we haven't had enough meetings, so make sure I got your name down here to get credit. We're required to have 18 hours of classroom and clinic stuff, so make sure you do that. I've got about half of the dues paid already.
Okay.
Collected. No books this year. Hope everybody saved theirs from last year. I have a few of last year's books for the new guys, and we're gonna get some new books, a few.
There's a
for
good
the
chance we're gonna
new
get them on
guys.
Sunday, John.
Think anything else? I got any questions?
Yeah.
How many years did you,
Before I was.
Good thing he's our treasurer.
He's done 3 finals. 3 finals.
All right. Okay.
The last
Did the
one was-
plate Anaheim Stadium 2015.
The last one.
Build Anaheim Stadium.
Okay, so our vice president, worked some kind of a college thing down in LA, and he stuck in traffic. He said it was gonna take too long to get here, so he won't be here. Let me introduce you, Kevin just waved, to the new guys. Kevin's in charge of getting your evaluations. He's not gonna arrange for it, you need to make that happen.
It's a collective effort. If you wanna get, evaluated, let me know, call me, send me a text, email. There's like a group of like 10 people that may go out to watch you guys. If you don't agree with the eval, doesn't matter, just say, oh, hey, thank you. And then if you have any questions about your eval, maybe I didn't give it to you, someone else did, let me know.
Yeah, down the road, I'm sure both John and Damian and whoever else is helping will walk you through how to basically listen and accept an eval, okay? So they'll deal with it. Well, Mike Brandstetter, stand up for a second. Mike's the board member. And Mike sits on a committee at CBUA, which is, and also on Channel Coast, recruitment and retainment. So all the new guys, you know, keep in touch. His group, basically keep you guys from leaving.
I'm really encouraged to see so many new faces today. It's not easy to come into a room full of men that you don't know, and I've been there in many different aspects. So anytime any of you guys have any questions at all, please reach out to me. Come get my number before the thing's over today, and we'll be in touch, and look forward to helping you guys grow as umpires.
We don't wanna hear your prison stories.
And with that, any of the rest of my board, stand up. Mark Hetland, stand up, just wave at him. Mark's a board member, so as well. Dan Cornett, wave. Dave Patterson, also in charge of recruitment and retainment at Channel Coast. And our signer is Joe. The guy you're gonna hear a lot of all year long, who's in charge of our training and puts our clinics together, is sitting there with his U of M hat on, Jeff Sill.
Go blue.
Yeah, go blue. I think I got everybody there. So with that, I'm gonna turn it to Joe, who will then turn it to Jeff.
How's everybody doing?
We're done.
Yeah, USC. All right. How you doing? So, let's talk about availability. We just hit the reset button for everybody. And for the new guys, you're gonna talk to John, he'll help you with the internet there, and Mike will help you out with how to utilize and how to use the system. Once you know how, it's very, very easy. But just to let you know, when you go on the left side, availability, and all the months will pop up, and there'll be check marks in every one. If there's a check mark on the date, there's no games on Sunday, so you don't need to worry about it. We're Monday through Saturday. If you can work that day, you leave it checked. You leave the check in there. If you can't work that day, you take it out, you click on it to take it out, you go to the bottom and you hit submit. So when I start to assign, if your name pops up, boom, you're available. If I don't see it, I'm never gonna know. Okay, so you have any issues, you only have one guy to take care of. The worst thing that can happen is I'm assigned you a game, and then 2 days before the game, all of a sudden you go, oh shit, I forgot to do it. That's not good. It happens, we're human, not gonna crucify you, try not to let it happen, okay? So get ahead of that. Now, this is what makes that a little bit difficult, but I'm forgiving, trust me. Is I'm collecting schedules now, and right after the Christmas break, I hope to have all of them. Right after that, I'm gonna start scheduling the entire season for the new guys. This works out great. I need to beat softball, I need to get ahead of youth ball, all that U-trip crap and all that stuff. I need to get high school. You make more money in high school for being there for a couple hours than you will working a couple of youth games, so think about it, right? So I get it done early. I release the first 5 weeks, and then I'll release the next 6 weeks, all before the season starts. The season starts on February 16th, okay? 16th of February, regular season runs till May 6th. You'll see it on your schedule. It'll be in blue when you get all the other months, and I don't give a shit about December or January. You don't have to send me anything about that. 16th of February is the first day. That's the day I care about, all the way to the 6th. Okay, now, when I release the first 5 weeks, you go in and you accept what you can accept. If for some reason you have to decline it, decline it. It's okay. It goes into our opt-in. Okay, and opt-in means if he has a game and he declines it, and John's available, he'll get an email. Everybody that's available on the day that somebody declines a game will get an email. Okay, and the new guys will show you how to go in and go into those games, and you can go in and make yourself available. It doesn't mean you're getting it. I could end up with 5 guys for that game. If it's a Marmati League game, I'm gonna use the best guy I can. If you don't have a lot of games, I look in availability, oh, he's only got 1 or 2 games this week, I'll give it to you, all right? If I have an available, let's say a Calabasas Westlake game, and somebody declines it, go ahead, even if you're new, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th year guy, go ahead and register. It's called register. Register for that game. Because I know you're available, I can put you over here and take somebody else, put them over there. Because my job is to keep you in your lane, to put you on games where you can be the most successful. Okay, eventually everybody's gonna be ready for my minor league game. Right now, that's not the case, and that happens. But as long as you're available, let me know. You can register for it, and you're all gonna have all the new guys, I'm gonna put your numbers in my phone here in the next couple days, and I'll send you a text, save my number. I do a lot of texting, okay? If you're available, hey Joe, I can do that game. Boom, I'll look it up and I go, boom, you got it, and I'll accept it for you, done. That's how fast it can happen, all right? So as long as we're communicating, I'll take care of you, all right? $99 for a freshman JV game, that's insane, that's insane. It's almost as good as volleyball, right, Mike? Anyway, question?
Do you take travel distance? Like you try to keep us close to?
Yeah, for freshmen and JV, I try to keep you close, okay? There are some cases where I can't. Look, I'm not gonna send you to Guatemala to do a game, to Calabasas if you live in Santa Barbara, that's not happening, okay? So, yeah, I try.
Plus, running the system has a mileage you can put in, that's a maximum you wanna travel.
Yeah.
And it opts you out automatically if it's too far away.
Great point. Okay.
outside, looks like your closest school.
Where do you live? Oh, that's just for mileage, that's for mileage, yeah. Where do you live?
Goleta.
Goleta, oh. you could put 10 miles in, you're gonna get games, but don't do that. Put enough miles in, because when you put the miles in, it's to and from. It's round trip. So if you put 25 miles in, then your name's only gonna pop up 12 miles this way and 12 miles back. Alright, it's gonna narrow your availability. It's not gonna make it good. If it can be any, make it any. Like all, no restrictions. I'm not gonna send you all over the map unless I absolutely need you to. Okay, so, and that helps out, okay? Mr. Lucas, where do you live? Oxnard. He went to Santa Barbara a few times.
A lot of times.
Yeah. He went a lot of times. Thank
You can thank him for living in Goleta. We'll take a few of those games this year.
But I tell you what though, in the eyes of any assigner, anybody who does that and says, yeah, I'll go, that's awesome. Because I need to know here and on my list, these are the guys I'm gonna go to. I'm not gonna F around and go, well, this guy just, oh, I might go, I don't know if I can go, let me ask my, no, friggin'. If you can go, you go, you're on the list, that's awesome, take a lot of money. Santa Barbara guys, we'll talk later. There's a lot of games in Santa Barbara, you're gonna get a lot of games, as long as you're available, okay? Block schools, wait right there. Block schools that you have anybody, relatives, or where did you just graduate?
Newbury Park.
You can't do Newbury Park. Okay. All right. If you've got a relative, we had no names. We had a guy that said, "Hey Joe, I really want to do the Pacifica Senior Day game. How come? Because my son is on the team." Come on, man. Yeah, the catcher. Yeah. No, and I go, come on. Well, he didn't tell me the entire year that his kid was on the team and he had 3 other games. So that can't happen. That's a really bad sign for our association. If you do that and somebody finds out, that's bad. That's bad. Yes.
There's a feature on the site where you can go in and block.
And block the school. Yeah, it's under block. The new guys will show you how to do it. All right, and you go in and you just go ahead and you can block that school.
So that probably helps you.
Yeah. And if
you just know people there.
Pardon me?
If a kid goes to the school, or you just know other kids there.
Well, you're in Santa Barbara, so that's a different thing altogether. Okay.
You can't opt out of
You
any.
can get your mail at BP, San Marcos, Santa Barbara, or Bishop, or Carp. That's where you can have your mail delivered to, because that's where you're gonna be. All right. I'll get you out of there and get you, Fort Ventura and everything.
Yeah, you're always good being neutral, but
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, freshman and JV.
There might be
I
a
have boys
personal
that play at
issue.
Malibu, so I have to block Malibu.
Yeah.
But if it's just that you know people, it's not a big deal.
So
It's
just
more
think
of
about
that
it.
personal connection. But if you also have a personal issue with a coach at one of the schools from the past, then just block it.
Yeah, because they'll block you, trust me. Any questions, we'll come in and stop here and we will continue later, go.
Is there an option in that feature, because where you live and then where you work can be, because I live in Moore Park, but I live in Moore Park, but I work in Ventura.
Yeah.
So.
It'll say work or home.
Yes.
So
Well, you.
Wherever you can make the most money.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. You could switch your nearest to your work.
And then on that other thing about having an association with a school, my sister-in-law is a teacher at Block.
No big deal.
Sister-in-law?
Yeah.
That's fine.
And my son attends the school, but he
That's
doesn't.
right. Do you
he
get
doesn't
along with
play
her?
baseball.
No big deal.
Do you get along with her?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so that's not it.
What's the assigner fees this year, Joe?
Same, I'm not changing it, it's $5. $5 per game. Yeah,
Due
I'm not
before the end of the
changing that. As long
season?
as I can
Raising
sign
your
up,
belt? What a guy.
It'll be 5, unless you're a Red Sox fan, it'll be 17.
Money well spent.
My bad.
This
Yes.
happened last year with the new guys, so I want to make sure it's very clear. When you go and remove the check, because you can't work that day, okay, you don't submit that one. Wait till you do all the rest of them.
Oh, yeah, don't do one of
Then
them.
submit. You don't have to submit after each one. He thought you did. So he's going, do I really have to do all these? He called me up and said, no, you don't have to do that. Just, you're all done.
And you can do
Then-
that throughout the year.
Yeah,
okay?
you can do it several
And if all of a
times.
sudden you become available on a day that you thought you weren't able to work, and go back in and put the check back in and
Yeah,
submit.
and poor Joe got like about, every time he hit submit, he'd get another.
Yeah, there
another
were a
one.
couple of guys that, yes.
When do you want us to have it all in by?
Tomorrow, yesterday.
Christmas break, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna assign you guys, and then stuff's gonna happen in February and March. Don't worry about it, just let me know. All right, I'm not gonna crucify it. Just don't decline like 10 games in a row after you've already got them, then we're gonna have a problem getting one. All right, I'm done. Any questions, let me know, we'll go from there. And if you have little itty bitty questions, little things, you know, I get 30 to 40 calls, texts, emails a day when the season starts. Whoever got you in, ask that person. If it's a little question, just ask that person, trying to eliminate the number of times.
I think the
it's
mentor
everybody
thing is
else.
gonna be extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that, guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't want your money until the end of the year. I'm the only assigner that does that. Some guys take one up front, and then another part of the signer fee at the end of the year. Screw that. I'm not an accountant, I'm okay. When the season's over, that's when you pay your signer's fee, we'll tell you how to do it, all right? Yeah, and none at the beginning of the year, okay? Have a good one.
All right. The floor is Mr. Jeff Sills.
About school, he'll look good in Matt's orders. Can't tell you how pleased I am to see this many people in this room. He was telling the story earlier there, I'm standing on the sideline, and this just was a gift from heaven, it just fell into our lap. We'd had trouble, with our previous meeting sites, and as you can see, this is an upgrade. So I'm happy about that, I'm happy to see so many new faces in the room. I had heard at one time that we only had one, and that kind of made me pucker up a little bit. But enough said about that.
Use more.
New guys, you will find me, my whole modus operandi is complete and concise. My writing style, my teaching style, all of that kind of stuff. I don't want to waste your time. I know how valuable your time is. So I do not intend to dazzle you with flowery words and phrases. I like to get to the heart of the matter. Okay? I prefer direct communication between us. You know, as an old football coach, you know, I look at you as my team, and I've got coordinators and assistant coaches to help me, but I'm the guy that gets it organized, and you know, I get to be that voice. So these first three items that we're going to go through, I'm going to quickly run through the rule changes, points of emphasis, and then we're going to get to our CCBUA points of emphasis instructionally. Anything that you see up here on the screen, whether it's in a meeting or in a Zoom, you will be able to go to our instructional library, which you're going to learn about, and you will find all this stuff in a PDF form. You can look at it, you can print it, you can keep it, you can do what you will with it. But if you happen to miss something, if you happen to miss a meeting, or you miss something that I say, you're going to be able to refer back to all of this stuff. And we've got a pretty good library going. So enough about that. Double first base, not this season, next season. You don't have to concern yourselves with learning all the nuances of that. The college guys already got a little bit of a taste of that, and it's coming full time this year. The colleges.
Yeah, are they gonna be opting in? Any schools opting into it this year?
I don't think they're allowed to use it this year.
Oh, you can't.
My understanding is it's not till 2026, 27. So there's not. We're all starting from the same thing here.
So if you see it, don't get rid of it, get regular base stuff.
And school's baseball uniform, that's above our pay grade. What is not allowed to be worn by a player, which in this case is only the catcher, he can't wear any kind of microphone. Okay? It's strictly one-way conversation in the ear from the coach to the player, and nothing has changed from that, but they clarified all of that stuff. So as you go through your preseason reading, 163, if you're curious about that. Player-to-player defensive meeting. This is, you know, one of the biggest bitches we get is, God, the game takes so long. And I'm the one beating the drum right up front. There is nothing worse than a long ball game. Pace of play has become an issue over the years, and we keep finding ways to move things along. This is one thing that is going to help us. Basically what it is your coaches still get their 3 charge conferences. They get their 3 freebies. They can take them anytime. They can take them consecutively, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Offensive conference, how many do they get? One per inning. Okay. Player-to-player conference, time. And the catcher walks out to the mound, or the shortstop comes over and talks to the pitcher. Okay. We are calling that a player-to-player conference. Just like offensive conferences, they get one of those per inning.
One per inning.
One per inning. If they try to do it again, we don't, you know, we're stepping in and saying, no, you guys already had your conference, back to your positions. Let's play ball. Okay. We're not coming down heavy-handed on that. We'll have to do a lot of reminding early in the season, but they will get the hang of it and they will understand that. Hold your questions till I'm off this topic. So this is something that we need to pay attention to because it's going to push our game along. You know me, and I know the questions you guys are going to ask me. You're going to ask me about send it down to second base, around the horn. Now let's all run to the mound and let's think we're playing girls softball and you know let's tell each other how great we are and let's do a little chant and then let's go play ball. Now that's not official yet. According to people I talked to at CBUA, this is implied that this doesn't take place until after the ball is put in play. Implied. Rather than seek permission, I'm going at it from the attitude that I'll beg forgiveness if we have to, but when we get that rah-rah shit, okay, and you and your partner, hey, okay, if you're by yourself, make a note of it. I'm looking down at Dave Patterson. Hey, that's one, right? That's the one. Hey, that's your one.
And everybody, that's exactly how we're gonna do it.
Acknowledge it between you, acknowledge it between them, make sure they hear you. Got a lot more to talk about on that. I'm gonna keep moving on. What else? Player. Some of this stuff through here is stuff that you can go and look up. Rule 10.2.3, was it 3.4.6? And 10.2.3 will give you all of this here. It defines what a player-to-player meeting is. And yeah, audio microphone, new language, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really major in terms of rule changes. Everything that we did last year, we will continue to do, but the rule changes are pretty simple. Any quick questions about rule changes? Yes, sir.
Is there anything on the defensive conferences regarding a cross-up between?
No. You know, similar to what we do in college. If he goes out, you know, even if it's a cross-up, that's conference. Okay, that's one of those 3 conferences that we do not charge to the head coach. Don't get them mixed up. Okay? Don't get them mixed up. College, they only get, what we're talking about here, they only get 3 per game. We get 1 per inning. We give 1 per inning. Okay? Just like offensive conferences with a coach, 1 per inning. And the 3 charge conferences, like we have done in the past, remain the same. Go to
Can't send the catcher out anymore either. Remember on times when we used to say, hey,
Yeah.
you need to go out and settle him down. We can't do that.
Well,
Yeah,
common
this
sense
one.
is if you wanna settle them down, that's one thing.
All right.
That's true, but it's gonna cost them one thing.
Points of emphasis. Next slide. This comes from CIF, CBUA. Oh, no, you know what? This is the wrong points of emphasis. Give me, CIF.
No, that's.
Yeah, this is it, this is it. Go ahead and scroll that up. Points of emphasis, just like we've talked about in the past, discipline. We are taking care of business discipline wise, okay? We got so much better in the last 2 years, shutting shit down early, okay? And we need to continue to do that. That is working for us. Issuing warnings early, okay? If you wait till the 7th inning, you know, there's a 1% chance that nothing happened till the 7th inning. But if you're paying attention and you have game awareness, you know that some shit's brewing. Okay? And if you wait till the 7th inning to start dealing warnings in a situation where you could have dealt them earlier, then you get what you get. Sorry about that. We need to continue to focus preventing and penalizing poor sportsmanship, like bench jockeying, use of props. We get St. Bonnie. St. Bonnie and the dunking of the
Basketball hoop in the dugout.
Yeah, so that, you know, first time we warn, second time we start clearing stuff
By the way, that
up.
coach is at Oxford.
He brought his basketball hoop with him.
Proper pitching positions, we have done great with this. Okay, and we're gonna talk more about this as we go on for you new guys, but there's the windup and the set. And it's pretty well spelled out via the feet what they're going to do. Not gonna get into it today, but we haven't changed anything from last year. We just wanna continue to emphasize that because they're gonna try to test you. Okay, they always do, especially in the preseason. So, we need to continue to emphasize that and be good at that, and be good early at that. Okay, when you watch the pitcher warm up, if you see that he's doing it wrong, make a note, okay, you know, and maybe it was just that one time. But if he's doing something wrong during warm up, you know, you got two choices. You can either handle it yourself and say, hey man, fix your foot. Okay, you know, that's not right. Or you could tell the coach, hey, come fix this. Okay, but either way, it's gotta get fixed, because if you let him go out there and start that inning knowing that you're gonna get an illegal pitch, that's not good officiating. Okay, that's not good preventive officiating. We want to cut shit off before it starts. Okay, running lane awareness. Thank God they put this in, because those of you who have heard me before know this is a real sticking point with me. If I see that a guy is not taking care of pull, foot, swipe, tag, runner's lane, and all that stuff on an infield ground ball, you're telling me you don't know what you're doing. Okay? And some of you have heard me say that, I've whispered in your ear, I've said it out loud, but you need to get up that first baseline. You know, I don't get to the 45-foot mark anymore, and I'm not suggesting that you have to either. But you gotta get off point of plate, you gotta get off the dirt, you gotta get yourself positioned on that line. Your partner is expecting your help. And if you're by yourself, you're gonna do yourself a world of good there. Okay? If you are great at making that call, every time that ball goes down there, look for it. Get your mind set on that. Practice it. What am I gonna say? Okay? How are you gonna make that call? That matters. Okay? That's a big call. It's a safety issue, and it's gotta be addressed. More on that later.
And just mechanically speaking, we're gonna get to a point and get set, so we're not bobblehead, right?
Absolutely. We wanna get set. We wanna be able to see everything. We wanna, you know, naturally you're not gonna be a lot of help on a pulled foot on the back side of the base that goes towards the outfield, but there's 3 other corners of that base that you can help on. And you need to be there, and you need to have an opinion. Okay? Enough said about that. CCBUA, or points of emphasis, please. Oh no, you know what? Go to your go to instructional staff. That one. Yeah. These are the guys that are going to be helping us this year. For you new guys, we do a 2-man clinic and a 3-man clinic at Newbury Park High School, Martin Luther King weekend. You're all going to be on the field. You're all going to get some time there. We're going to do some separate 1-man things for you, but not at that clinic. Something smaller, more intimate, 2 or 3 guys on the field with an instructor or 2, and we're going to get you through your 1-man stuff that way. So, guys that you will see working, the 3-man are listed there. They'll also, you know, we'll be expecting that they'll be helping with 2-man probationary as well. Mike Brandstatter, new to our instructional staff this year. Justin Martin, and who else did I add? Martin and Damian. So we've got 3 new members on the instructional staff this year, trying to freshen things up and taking advantage of their knowledge. You're gonna get instruction, as Ralph mentioned, I think earlier on, about how to take an evaluation. Okay, what to do during an evaluation, what to look for, how to act, how to respond, et cetera, et cetera. But these are the guys that are gonna be bringing it to you. Okay, points of emphasis, please. Yeah, these are some things that I put together. These are gonna be my focus for you. These are the things that myself and the instructional staff are gonna concentrate on, and some things that need to be taken care of, starting with you probationary and new guys. As Ralph mentioned, you are gonna be consolidated into one group, so if you were a new guy last year, you're part of the probationary new group. Okay, probably we'll just refer to you as probationary for the sake of syllables. But, that we're gonna combine you and focus some stuff on you, because frankly, our 2nd year guys, you didn't get as much as you should have last year, and we're gonna try to play a little catch up and get you a little bit ahead of the game. So, that one's on me, and, that's not going to happen again. As I talked about, those smaller opportunities on field, we gotta get you more of those, cause one, you know, nobody, how many work 1-man on a regular basis, you know? Very few of us. Most of us work 2-man, and it's a different animal when you're out there by yourself. And it's a good learning experience. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. You're gonna learn a lot about how to operate on a campus with people who are in education, and some things are gonna be expected of you that might not be, that you might not get in a tournament setting. Ralph also, or somebody mentioned, each of us instructional members are going to pair with that probationary new group, and we're going to be your guides. We're going to be your go-to guys. We're going to be the guys that you can ask questions of, and try to develop that kind of relationship and make sure that you are, again, getting what you need. Probationary new guys, I know you've got 2-man experience. If you worked USSSA, if you've worked pony, if you've worked men's ball, you've worked 2-man ball, and you are also gonna get some instruction in that and tune that up as well, because you never know. And you might be a 1st-year guy that has not worked a 2-man game all year, and on a day when Joe's got 27 assignments, you know, you might be that guy. You might be the only guy left, and you're gonna have to go out there and do your thing. So we're gonna try to set you out there with at least a baseline of knowledge, so that you can get through that successfully. One of the areas that we failed you new guys last year was how to operate on campus, how to you know, get there on time, how to make arrangements prior, contact the school, all that kind of stuff. We gotta get better at that as a group, but we have to teach you guys how to do it better too, because you just can't have enough communication.
And if you don't know, call somebody, find out, not 10 minutes before you're supposed to be there.
Yes.
And if you're driving on campus and you see classrooms on both sides, you shouldn't be doing that. We had somebody do that last year driving on campus.
Yeah, and.
He's only been around how long? 25 years? 20 years?
120.
But those are some things that we gotta set you up with, so that you don't put yourself in that situation that Joe was talking about. Website usage and arbiter pay, you're gonna get schooled up on that, because those are probably, you know, before you even get to the field, if you're not handling those, you're gonna have a tough time. So we're gonna take you through how all that stuff works. This is one that occurred to me too, this final one. Ensure that you have access to an electronic device other than a phone. If you're trying to do all this on phone, if you're trying to read, you know, something from our instructional library, if you're taking tests, You know, all of this minutia that we have to go through on the phone, that's difficult. Okay, and your scores will reflect that. So we want to make sure that if you are on phone only, let me know. Okay, let me know, and I got something in mind that we can at least get you a device for the season so that you can operate. Okay, because working off the phone, you know, the phone is good for last minute checking in. You know, you go to the site and you say, am I really at Oxnard today? Yep, I am. Okay. It's good. It's good for the quick stuff, but the stuff that is going to make you a better umpire, that's going to help you learn, it's tough on the phone. So, two-man instruction. We need to get better at positioning. We need to be more consistent on our base positioning in the B and C position and D and three-man. And of course, there's always adjustments to make. Hey, Blue, can you move one to your right? Absolutely, anytime. But you gotta get a spot to work from first. Okay, you gotta get dialed into that spot. Most of us work too deep, especially in C, and we're gonna come back to that another time. But plate movement goes right along with pull foot, swipe tag, runner's lane. You gotta be in position to handle that. We gotta get better at that as a group, okay? And we are gonna save ourselves a lot of heartache if we are willing to do that. Our strike zones. You know, I occasionally I'll get this pitch and I really? You thought that was a strike? Been getting it all year. Now, probably at least 50% bullshit, just like all that stuff. Yeah, they've been letting us do that all year, please, okay? But in every joke, there's a kernel of truth, and you know, it might very well be that, you know, if our strike zones are varying this much, we got a problem. We are working on, last year we almost got it set up at DBAT in Simi Valley. We're planning on putting on a couple of plate clinics where you can come in, get video on yourself, get some intensive instruction in a cage format, and more on that as it comes. Okay, we're still working on that. Supporting your partner. Nothing worse than being in a confrontation with a coach, and you look around and there's your partner out in fucking short right field. And I've seen that. And you know, that's the kind of thing that's among the things that we're talking about here. Supporting your partner on the field, supporting your partner off the field. Okay, make that communication that you need before the game. We need to handle that. Three-man, no major changes. There's been no major changes to three-man mechanics at the CCA level, and we will continue on with what we did last year, and it seems to be working for us. We've got 4 dudes to the finals this year. Most units, with the exception of Orange County, because they're the biggest by far. Very few units get 4. Some get 3, some get 2. So what we're doing is changing. What we're doing is working. Everybody, fucking read! Will you? Read! Read the stuff we sent. Read the email. I don't want to have to resort to playing teacher games and burying shit in the middle or at the end to see if you read it or not. I ain't got time for that. Read! For God's sakes, if we go to all the trouble to put it out there for you, at least have the courtesy to look at it, digest it, have a question or two. Because if you don't, then we have to cover it here. You can handle it in the comfort of your own home with a cool one in your hand and the old lady rubbing your feet or whatever. Take the time to read. As I said, I'm not going to bedazzle you with flowery words and phrases and anecdotes. I'm going to get to the point. I'm clear, I'm concise. Read it. For God's sakes, help us with that. Professionalism before, during, after the game, we're pretty good at that, but we need to continue to hammer that. Okay, the things that Joe was talking about, when you arrive on site, changing your clothes, communicating with schools, all that stuff. We're good, we gotta get better. As mentioned, no more rule changes. Pace of play. Talking about charge conferences. You're gonna like this. When we first started keeping track of time of games, so that Ralph could go to that committee and have some concrete numbers to throw at them, this is what we're doing, this is what we should get paid based on your formula. He had numbers to go in there because you put the time of game in there. And it was a big help. That's why we're making $1.11. Okay? In that vein, we want to push forward the pace of game stuff. We're going to need your help with numbers. Here's what I am suggesting. If it's a two-man game, base umpire, you're going to be out there with a stopwatch, and you are going to record each half inning how long that break lasts. Okay? Team A, bang, go. Okay? At the end, total them up, average them out, include them with your game report. So that when we go before the big shots and say, hey, we got to do something about the between inning stuff. College has the 90s or the 122nd rule. From the time the last out is recorded till the first pitch is thrown, 2 minutes. And if it's not, it's a ball to the defensive team, it's a strike to the offensive team. Can't go there yet, but it sure would be nice, wouldn't it? To say, come on, hey, you got 30 seconds, and have some meat to put in it, some teeth in that rule, and be able to enforce something. To get to that point, we need those numbers. This is how long it's taking. Okay, this is how long it's taking between innings. I'm going to talk more about that at another time, but I want to preview that tonight. You college guys, you already do stuff like that. You record conferences as it is. Not going to be a form, just a freaking note card.
You want the base ump to do that?
Draw a line down the middle, and the base ump does that. One-man guys, don't worry about it. If you're on a one-man game, you got enough to do already. We don't need that. But if it's a two-man game, that looks like it is going to be the base umpire's responsibility, at least during preseason. I'd like to be able to gather some preseason numbers so I can start talking some mess afterwards. So,
one guys stay on those coaches, they're new coaches, and they'll stay in the dugout and talk to them and give them a pal, get them on the field, and just get it going.
The
And if
key
you got a
is
pitcher
to get the
taking too
catcher
long,
and pitcher out.
Yeah,
Don't
pitcher,
get
you
by
guys
anybody
speed it
else.
up.
and I'll tell you this, at the college level, it works.
Oh, yeah.
It works. I can't recall the last time that I had to call a violation on a team. Because everybody's hustling. It was a little iffy at first, it was a little sketchy at first, like a lot of rule changes are. But it works. If we want to get to that point, we need to do it together. And we need to be able to generate some numbers so we can report those. Going into this next thing, some of us have heard this one already. Joe, can I slide through there? I hate standing up front all the time. Separators. Each of us has those things that we do well. Okay? I'm an excellent ball strike guy. I'm an excellent hustle guy. I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I'm good at this. Okay? But what separates you from your peers? Two guys. Last playoff assignment available. They got the same strike zone. They both look good in the uniform. Okay? They got 10 different things, criteria that are the same. When we talk about separators, what's going to separate you from that guy? What's going to separate you, and what are you going to be good at that's going to be separating you from that kind of thing? Separator, I just talked about this one. Ball's in the infield, Go back one slide, please. Yeah. Things that separate umpires who want to advance from umpires who are not yet ready to advance. When we talk about separators, these are the things that separate those two groups. Next slide, please. Ball's in the infield. Are you going up the first baseline? Are you taking care of business at the bag? Or are you standing there at the point of the plate? Or even worse, going up third baseline? When the ball is in the infield, there's no reason to go up the third baseline. There's nothing there for you. Fly ball to the outfield. Plate guy. Pete, by the way, for you new guys, PU plate umpire. This is a plate umpire separator. Fly ball to the outfield. Are you bouncing off from behind the plate a little bit? Are you getting 3 or 4 steps? Are you getting to the grass for a good angle on that ball? Or are you standing there? Like the house by the side of the road, behind the plate, point of plate. Plate umpire, close pitches. On a ball, on a 3-2, close pitch. Are you here? Boom. I look a little indecisive. Or are you 3-2? Boom! That's why. Okay. Are you giving the illusion of being engaged? Or are you just standing there? Are you actively engaged in the game? Are you actively engaged in calling that game? Or are you just going to stand up silently and make us guess? Game reporting, we talked about this, using game notes for their intended purposes, sharing incidents, coaches, umpires, etc., etc. We got great at that last year. I forget the number that Robert quoted, but it was close. It was 75–80% of you guys, our games are getting reported. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, obviously that 20%, there's room for improvement there, but we're pretty good at this. And if you're that guy that's not ready for advancement, you're just blowing it off. Plate umpire, runners on. If the ball is outside the cone, ball hit down the left field line. Okay. Are you taking that ball? Are you telling your right, hey, I'm on the line, I got that? Or are you just making your partner try to read your line? Okay. That's a big help, because base umpires, we're looking at other stuff. We're trying to pick up a touch. We might have multiple runners. If you know your guys out there on that fly ball, okay, I got other shit to look at. Perfect. Okay. Rotating to third, telling your plate umpire again, telling your dude, hey, I'm here, I'm up, I'm coming. Okay. Or are you making your boy, is he coming up here? So now when I look back to see if you're coming, God knows what's going on out there. Communicate with your partner. Everything is good. I don't see us being universally good at this one. Establishing rapport with your catcher. Okay. Introduce yourself. Generally handshake. Post up behind them. Watch those first warm-up pitches. When the other guy comes out, you do the exact same thing. Okay. Shows engagement. Shows a willingness. Shows approachability. Or are you bullshitting at the backstop? Or are you only doing one of them? Are you taking care of the home guy, and when the visitor comes out, you're over here talking to fine young mom saying, hey baby, okay, what are you doing? Okay. When your catcher is out, he's third out or left on base, are you looking into the dugout? Are you seeing a warm-up catcher get moving? If you look for a couple seconds, nobody's moving there. Hey, who's got Sheldon? Let's get out here and get this pitcher warmed up. Or are you doing like we were talking about before and just watching them stand on the slab, waiting for somebody to come out? Head coach calls a mound conference and there's bullpen activity. Are you getting ready to kind of, okay, I'm eyeballing, that's the head coach coming out, I'm eyeballing him, and when he reaches for that ball from that starting pitcher, hey, bullpen, you're in. Okay. Are you speeding that process along? Are you managing the pace of the game? Or are you out there waiting for a bus? And I wonder what's going to happen Arrival time. Now, I'm as guilty as anybody in this room. Like some of us in this room, I'm a school teacher. You've got jobs too that you can't always get away from in time to make that 30 minutes before game time. You know, you get one or two of those a year. We can live with that. Especially if we know, I tell my partner, hey, I'm not out of school till 2:50, I'll be there by 3:15. He knows what to expect. Okay? So I'm taking care of that. If you come skidding in 3 minutes before game time and your partner's already there, you know, and if that's your modus operandi, if that's the way you're doing business, then we gotta have a talk, Joe.
Prior to daylight savings, all weekday games are at 3.
Yeah.
After, they're at 3:30 and 4, depending on the league. Daylight savings, I wanna say is March 8th or 9th. Hang on, I got it right here. It is the 8th. Yeah. Hang on a second. That's March 8th. Everything prior to March 8th is at 3. Okay, everything after is gonna be, there are no more 3:15s. They're gonna be 3:30, and then some leagues start at 4. You'll see it.
Your uniform. Are your shoes clean? I see some guys who clean their shoes with a Hershey bar. It's embarrassing. Are your pants creased? Is your jersey fresh? And above all else, does everything fit properly? Now you look at me, you're not seeing me, modeling suits on GQ. I'm a hard to fit guy. Okay? I'm big, I'm thick in the middle, and I take extra pride in the fact that my shit's tailored up. I might go up a size and have it tailored back down so I'm comfortable. I look at some umpires, most of them not in this room, they're stuffed into their pants. They got the flood things going. Their jerseys are tight. Their guts are hanging out. If you're a big guy like me, take care of your uniform. Get your shit tailored up so you're comfortable. When this is not any way to umpire. Okay? You want to be able to be loose. You want to be able to be comfortable. You want shoes that are comfortable. You want to be comfortable out there because it is such an uncomfortable environment. You can at least make your uniform fit comfortably, so that's one less thing you gotta worry about. Moving with a purpose. Ball 4, you're in A position on the bases. You're gonna walk out there, or you're gonna give us a little athletic quick jog out to your position. And you ain't gotta sprint. Communication, checking in, hoping that things work out. Some of you leave the house and you think, well, I'll find my way in. I'll get there on time. This one's for Joe, keeping your availability up to date. New guys, we're gonna show you how to do that. Especially, go back there, especially those of us who are on multiple assigning platforms, okay? Some of you are on at least 3 and maybe more than that. I'm on 3. Drives me crazy. Okay? And of course none of them mesh up together. So if you're on more than one assigning platform, you gotta be vigilant. Okay? You gotta keep your calendar straight because it is difficult and you have to be able to handle that. And when he has to make multiple inquiries, when you show you're available and he calls you and you say, no, I can't do it today. And I'm just as guilty of that. I've done that to him a couple times and I felt awful about it. Now he's got to make another call. Times that, times a week, times a month, times a season. It ain't fair. Take care of your business.
I'm really only 28 years
Reading,
old.
I'm not gonna scream at you again. I will say that for you new guys, you need to get familiar with the instructional library when we get you up to speed on your website usage. It's a great tool. Reading your email, I've already screamed about that. We can roll on. Fraternization. When you walk on that field, all eyes are on you. Okay? When you walk over to the home team and it's all hugs and kisses and hey man, good to see you. How's the wife? Everybody good? Everybody happy? Yeah. And you're over there for 10 minutes and you walk out the home plate. You don't even acknowledge the visitors. They're watching. They're watching. When I was coaching, if I saw that home plate umpire come in there like he was a returning hero, I tell my guys in the dugout, man, we're in for a long day today. Watch your mouth. And because something bad's gonna happen. It's not a good optic. Okay, so limit that stuff. Between innings, it's not break time. It's not take 5, smoke them if you got them. Have a smoke and a Coke and go on back to work. You gotta be standing tall, you gotta be mentally sharp because the camera is always on you. Okay? Somebody is recording everything. And when you're standing around looking like you're waiting for a bus, it's not good. Keep umpiring. Keep an eye on that dugout. Keep an eye on that dugout. If your partner's engaged with something, help him count pitches. Hey, he's had 6. Okay, he's right. Okay. Keeping on deck hitters on deck. Base coaches in the base box, non-playing personnel in the dugout during live ball. You gotta be an asshole about it, be an asshole about it. Okay? Pretending not to see them. Some stuff sneaks by all of us, I get it. But when they're calling roll call at the on deck circle, you need to take note of that and you need to deal with that. Next slide, please. After a confrontation with a coach, here's what I'm talking about supporting your partner too. Okay? Just had a verbal, had to issue a warning, face to face, whatever. When that thing breaks up, everybody's looking at you. Breathe. Breathe. Don't be in a big hurry to go anywhere. Breathe. Take a couple of short snorts and a nice deep inhale and let it out slow. And you will find yourself returning to your center. You'll calm yourself down and you'll look like a pro. Okay. If you look shook, they're going to get you. And what's even worse is your game's going to fall apart.
Got to piggyback something on that?
Please.
Guys, for the newer guys and upcoming guys, that right there is going to get you farther in baseball than anything else. Balls, strikes, anything else. Handling of coaches. How you handle them from the get-go, from the time that you check in via email to the time that you're on the field arguing with them. How you handle them, how you present yourself is going to
Yeah, especially when you're new. They're
take you to other levels if you can get that going. So.
And to piggyback on that, when your partner is in that face-to-face, you got stuff to do.
Yep.
Okay? You got to be a witness. You need to get close enough to that argument without giving away that you're eavesdropping. Okay? While I'm over here, while I'm working towards Joe and Mark who are face-to-face, I'm keeping my eye on Matt Flood's dugout. I'm keeping my eye on Brandstetter's dugout. I'm making sure that there's not sniper fire coming out of there. And meanwhile, I got my ear over here. Because when Mark finally motherfucks him, I want to make sure that I hear that because Joe, you know, they're going to believe Joe, but they're going to believe Joe and me even more. Okay? And especially if the truth is on your side. Tell the truth in those situations. Don't make shit up. Next.
Hey guys, real quick, optics in between innings. You're the base up. This is not good.
Nope.
And this is not good. You're gonna be here or at your side. Yeah, no, okay, that's just a no.
Your body language speaks volumes.
It means everything.
Every step you take, every gesture with your hands, your body positioning, it all means something. It all radiates something. It all shows something.
Not gonna repeat that here, but that's.
Feedback. I'm gonna talk more about this later on, but, you know, understand that when you get some feedback from an instructor or a veteran umpire, take it in the spirit in which it's intended. Be open to it. You might think it's bullshit, but smile and nod. Now, 2 people tell you the same thing, maybe it's not bullshit. Okay? But you do not want to be a yeah but guy. Okay? Here's what I was thinking. I don't care what you were thinking. Okay? We ain't got time for that. This is what you need to do. This is what I saw. This is what it looks like. Take it, move on, use it if you can. If you are going to be resentful and closed off to it, if you're going to be a yeah but guy, you're not going to advance. Next. On the flip side, if you are giving that feedback, okay, if it's either sought or it's going to strengthen the unit, you owe it to that person to give that feedback. On the other hand, if you are belittling a valued member, if you're just doing that to make yourself look even better in your own eyes, just shut up, forget it, okay? If you let thy, I think it was Shakespeare, let thy intent be pure, okay? Or is that the Bible? I get it mixed up.
I don't know, but you're making our heads spin.
All right, before I get into this, just stand up for a second. Everybody on your feet, take a drink of water, take a deep breath. Tell the guy next to you how handsome he is. You got 1 minute. All right, grab your seats, please. Let's take this thing home. This is the last thing we got to get to here. I had the opportunity during the lockdown to attend the UTI umpires camp in Phoenix area. Took a week off of football to go over there for a weekend, and one of the instructors there is a gentleman named Steve Mattingly. You college guys, I know you know who he is. Probably the most dynamic instructor that I've ever encountered. When I went to this camp, it was not only to sharpen my own three-man skills, but I wanted to see the way that the Hotshots were teaching how three-man works, what they did, what their approach was to teaching. You know, some of you guys have been through pro school, and you know I've heard the pro school guys talk about liking that to basic training. Okay, you're up in the morning. You know, you're in a very controlled environment, and it's a very competitive environment. The UTI was not that. I love their teaching style so much that I have tried to model a lot of the things that I teach the way they do that. Steve talks about the 4 stages of learning and mastering a new skill, from ignorance to mastery. There's 4 different levels of competence. Unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. That's where a lot of us start out. Conscious incompetence, you're aware that you're aware that you lack the skill, and you know that you need to improve. Conscious competence, you know how to do it, but you got to concentrate on it. And unconscious competence, it's automatic and effortless. That's the goal. Okay? Whatever it is that you're doing. Description of unconscious consciousness, you're aware of the skill, but you don't know what you don't know. And the example is, before you learned how to drive, okay, you're not aware of the rules of the road. You're not aware of how a car works, the maneuvers, the skills that you need to be able to go out and drive a car. You want to drive a car, but you don't know all the ins and outs. Which takes us to our second level, conscious incompetence. You finally become aware of the skill and realize you lack the ability to perform it. You got to come to terms with what you don't know. You know you need to learn how to drive, and after looking at all of those things, you now know that the task requires effort and knowledge that you don't yet have. As we go through these, think about your game. Think about what your game brings to the table. Think about where are you on these 4 levels in a specific area of your game, your strike zone, your judgment on the bases, etc. A lot of us operate in this area here. I'm in the conscious competence level on a lot of things. I've learned the skill, but I gotta concentrate to perform it. It's not natural to me. 3-man mechanics. I've been doing them for 30 years. It's still not natural to me. Okay? I have to think about every move that I make out there. You understand what we're doing? You understand and you can explain how and why things work. When you're learning to drive, you gotta consciously think through each step, but now you know what the steps are. Next slide. And this is where we hope we arrive. You've mastered the skill, so it becomes automatic and takes very little conscious thought. I know a lot of guys in this room are there with your strike zones. You could call strike zone wearing an eye patch. Okay? You've seen so many pitches, you've had so much success, you've gotten so much feedback that you don't really need to stay up nights studying the strike zone. Okay? This is something that you can perform in your sleep. As a driver, you can perform all the necessary actions without having to think about it. Freeing up your mind to be able to turn on the radio. Freeing up your mind to be able to think a play ahead or 2 plays ahead. Freeing up your mind to pick up patterns, pre-pitch reads. Okay? Now you can start thinking about, if the ball's hit here, where do I go? What do I do? You can have that thought in your mind before it happens. It allows you the ability to prepare. And that's just a review. Unconscious, conscious, conscious confidence, unconscious confidence. As you receive feedback, as we get ready for the season, kind of think back on that. Where are you? Where are your skills? What level are you at? And if you understand what level you're at, you've got room to grow. You've got room to improve. You've got room to get better. You've got a chance to be like Mike Brandstetter and get a final. Okay, you got a chance to be like John Benson and get 3 finals. But you got to be able to be honest with yourself. You got to be able to evaluate yourself and use the feedback to back it up. Wow, that's a lot of shit. I'm going to close with I'm wide open. You got something on your mind, bring it to me. You need help with something, bring it to me. Okay? And in exchange for that, I expect that you're going to read. I expect that you're going to handle the professionalism and all the stuff that we throw at you. And if you're at that 4th level, that unconscious competence level, we're going to expect that you're going to stay there and you're going to demonstrate those skills for the guys who need to see them. And with that, I am going to take a breath and I thank you.
You know, guys, and like Damian, I'm telling you guys too, you're going to be bringing the set skill that you have already. We're just going to have to start modifying it, and we'll tell you something. That's what's expected at this level now. So that you don't have a sign screaming around that says rookie, rookie, rookie with a big neon sign. There are things that you're going to do that we will nip in the bud that would cause them to have that reaction. We don't want that. We want to say, oh, where did this guy transfer from?
You'll get over it soon, Mark.
I know.
All right. Hey, everybody, as we wrap up,
Put your info down and pass
I
it.
do want to recognize anybody that's been here. If you've worked a final, whether it's 1 or 3, stand up.
Football?
Everybody that's worked multiple, stay standing. If you've worked less than multiple, sit down. Gary, how many of you worked? Gary's worked 2. So many people in here have worked. So it's not a small group. So strive to get there. Okay, we don't put the same guys out year over year and you'll never get there. Okay, so.
You know, on that note too, Ralph, I know units, we all know units that other than our own, send the same guys every year. Send the well-connected board members, instructors, guys who have already been there, they send the same guys every year. And when Ralph and I took this thing over together, we committed to that's bullshit. Okay? And I think if you look back at the final screws that we put out there since we've taken over, that's a reflection of that. And like you said, it's not out of your reach. Okay? Just because of where you live or who you hang out with, or you know that you're not on the board, you're not this, you're not that, doesn't matter. It's all about the work.
And your assigner doesn't work playoffs. That's for you guys.
Yep.
A lot of those guys are doing finals and shit like that. I did the regular season, so, especially Raider fans, we stick together even though we suck.
Joe, you getting on the field with us this year?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
Last year was awful.
So, again, everybody from new, probationary, certified, work hard. We definitely, Jeff and I talk all the time, the rest of the guys that are in here, and we do. Your time is valuable. Before we had changeover, there were times we came to meetings and we were like, what happened other than a big BS session, you know, for 2.5 hours? And it was like, well, I got nothing out of it other than I had to pay for gas to get the same bottom bencher. I sat here for 2.5 hours, and I'm driving home. I got nothing out of it. So we do, when we put these together, we definitely plan out to make it, you know, well worth your time.
You got the best IC, the best training, and the best leadership of of all the units I've been in different sports.
And then
By far.
same thing when we move from doing these face-to-face and we're having meetings on Zoom. Again, so that as the season starts and we're in it, we do cut the Zoom time down because it doesn't work if you're trying to do a 2+ hour on a Zoom. So Zoom we'll be in and out within an hour and a half.
And on that note too, and to jump on what Joe said, I know units that don't use Zoom. They're all face-to-face. Anybody want 6 more meetings here? I don't see any eyes.
And you guys, don't be afraid of the internet, our website. Once we show you how to use it, you'll be fluent in it. It doesn't take very long, so don't be afraid of it.
I'm gonna point out for everybody, John will point it out to the new guys, and then I'm done.
Okay.
One of the things that we did put on there, and that we don't use enough, and use it constructively, is there's a message board on there, okay? So don't be afraid to use it for good association stuff. You don't have to put out an email to the general membership. Basically, go on it, put out your question, you know, hey, maybe it's Monday and you're working your first, freshman game at Rio Mesa High School, right? And put it out there, just ask, hey, can anybody tell me about how, to get into Rio Mesa High School, where do I park? I've got the JV game on Friday.
You can go on the roster also and pick some names in Oxnard or wherever and ask them the same thing.
Yeah.
Guys with experience.
So you've got that way to do it, you can
Well,
keep it out there,
yeah.
right on the message board. I check it all the time, there are other guys in here that check the message board. It alerts us that there was a message put out, and we'll get back to you. So multiple areas to get, help that we've put, and the message board is not used very much at all. So use it productively, and that's it. So again, I'm glad everybody that got here tonight. All the new guys, very happy you guys, are here, and look forward to advancing your umpiring, career. Will help you.
Guys, I got a new guy list going around for a name, phone number, email. Make sure you get your name on there before you take off.
Okay, so our next meeting, and that will be a face-to-face, will be here on December 9th. The month of January will be, clinic on face-to-faces. Obviously, we have to be together face-to-face. Any meetings in January will be via Zoom. And probably February 2. First game of the season is February 16th, which is a Monday. It's the start of the Eastern Tournament.
The Eastern Tournament is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the following week, Monday and Wednesday, okay? But the busiest days of the year, every week after that, are Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you're that 2-game-a-week guy, Tuesdays and Fridays, those are the 2 busiest days of the week. Barring rainouts, of course, we'll deal with that later, but just to let you know.
So are we gonna get mileage for Easter?
Yes.
We are gonna do it this year.
Yeah. They did it last year.
Yeah, so everybody, have a good Thanksgiving, travel safely, those who are around doing baseball games.
No CIF before February 16th?
No, other than our clinic. Our clinic, you will be able to wear them at Newberry. So you guys get them in, get them ordered. We'll be wearing them in January. Okay, travel safe.